Can we just have a moment of silence for Durag Diaries? Because he's having an absolute meltdown at this moment in time. And it couldn't happen to a nicer person. On Midday Live, literally, what was the day? Today's Wednesday, innit? On Midday Live on Monday, he was like, yeah, nah. I'm sick of this narrative. Yeah, trust me, it's because he rejected Arsenal. That's what it is. If Eze went to Arsenal, it would have been he rejected Spurs. He rejected Arsenal. He was coming to Spurs. Do you get what I'm saying? He only wants Tottenham. I don't know who's told you that, brother. But he was warned. Do you get what I'm saying? And do you know what? That's fair play. Listen, I've always stood on the notion, by the way, before I get into the video, hit the like button, hit the sub button. I've always stood on the notion that Eze doesn't suit Arsenal. But he's still a good player and he's miles better than Martinelli on the left wing. And he'll actually give competition to Odegaard. I didn't like the narrative when... I thought the narrative was bullshit a few weeks ago when Ornstein put out the fact that they were only looking at Eze when... And Wari was going to leave or say Wari's contract was situated. I think that was a lie. I think that was PR nonsense. Why you shouldn't always listen to what, the likes of David Ornstein, likes of Fabrizio say, because sometimes they do waffle, and I thought that was waffle. And look, Kai Havertz today got a knee injury. I don't actually know. Can anyone know in the comments how long he's out for? I don't actually know how long he's out for. But this is actually Arsenal like a big club. Yeah, I'm saying that is now, I would say, 3 players that massively upgrade their squad. As I say, I don't think he suits them. But if they're playing a pivot like they did against Man United, and they put Eze in the 10 instead of Odegaard, upgrade, mate. And it'll give Odegaard a kick up the backside to try and perform. Absolute statement. For those of you that don't know, this is what it is. David Ornstein, Arsenal make move for Erebice Eze. I don't say his first name, I can't lie. 27-year-old wants them. Tottenham lined up a deal with CPFC today, but player after Havertz injury plus AFC now closing in on England international if he proceeds with that choice. So it turns out that Spurs were rejected. As we all told Durag Diaries, that if Arsenal do go in for this guy, and he will not go Spurs. The only reason he's going to Spurs is because Arsenal aren't putting in for him. I thought Arsenal were broke. I can't lie, I didn't think Arsenal could afford it. I'll be honest, I didn't think Arsenal could afford it. They've ended up splashing the cash, which proves they still have money. Which proves they should have. They have money, right? This is now proven they have money. Do you get what I'm saying? Well, maybe they haven't bidded. They actually haven't bidded yet, but they've proven now they've got money. Why did it took them so long to fucking spend? Why has it took them so long to spend? This is them acting like a proper big club. And now, I'll be real. Title, they're a lot better than I thought they'd be in. They're in a lot better position now than I thought they'd be in. Do you get what I'm saying? Because that creativity issue that they've got, yeah. Someone like Eze with his ball carrying ability, one thing Odegaard sort of lacks, he lacks a lot of things, but one thing he lacks, yeah, is directness from the midfield. And Eze, drop of the shoulder, carries the ball, and he'll shoot from outside the box. He won't take 3 or 4 extra touches like Odegaard. He'll actually be direct, and a bit like how Wari is as well. Wari's not really good at carrying the ball, but Wari's direct with the way he drops his shoulder and curls inside, bang. Do you know what I'm saying? They've got a much different profile of an attacking midfielder to Odegaard, and it massively helps them. And they are genuinely now. I always thought they were getting third. I still think they will probably get third, but this whole Chelsea are going to finish above them. This will be the narrative now. By the way, you'll see Chelsea fans that said that they're going to finish above Arsenal this season. Yeah, you'll see the narrative switch. Oh no, but they got Eze. So I said this before Eze. I said it before they got Eze. This is why you always wait for your Premier League predictions until the window shuts, because I don't know who... Man United could go and sign fucking, I don't know, Caicedo, for example. That massively buffs us up. Do you get what I'm saying? I can't put my predictions in. This is why you should wait to put your predictions in. And listen, Arsenal actually acting like a big football club. Fair fucking play. I don't know what Fabrizio said about it. I don't know what Ben Jacobs said about it. I'm going to go look at Fabrizio now, because apparently Fabrizio put another tweet out. Here we go. Following talks tonight, Arsenal... Following talks tonight, Arsenal are convinced that Erebice Eze prefers to join them over Tottenham. Well, anyone with a brain knew he would have. Do you get what I'm saying? What player in the right mind would choose Tottenham over any other of the big 6 clubs? None. Not one. Yes, they won the Europa League. Fair play. You beat us in the final. As I say, fair play. But in reality is... Palace just won an FA Cup. They know their place. They know they're not going to be able to rival the big 6 clubs. Newcastle, I would say they know their place, but they don't. They seem to think they're big bollocks. And Spurs are bigger than Newcastle, yes. But at the end of the day, as you lot will proven time and time again, Spurs aren't just... They're the lowest of the pecking order. Some people wouldn't even consider it the big five. They wouldn't even consider it the big six anymore. £60 million package offered to Palace with easier add-ons. So so they have put a bid in then. So imagine that's 65. I reckon that's 65 million full package. Maybe 67.5. I don't know. And faster payment terms to try and beat Spurs. Negotiations underway. It looks like he will be gone, and we'll probably get a here we go tonight. If we don't get a here we go tonight, we'll get here we go tomorrow. Arsenal actually little broed Spurs. Spurs fans need to be humbled, like George. I'm going to go humble him right now because I think he's going to put the link out in his stream. And if he does, I'm going to definitely be there just to go humble him because it's absolutely hilarious. The arrogance of some Spurs fans. Do you get what I'm saying? He talks like as if they're Real Madrid. I mean, I get you playing white, mate, but trust me, you're not Real Madrid, bruv. You are Tottenham Hotspur. And Arsenal, as I say, I take my hat off. I'm not going to actually take my hat off because I've got a monstrosity under there, but I take my hat off. I actually will praise this type of business. Out of nowhere, acts like a big club. Put the money down. Put your money where your mouth is. Do you get what I'm saying? They're still got a bit. They've probably got a bit of a over gaping wage bill sort of thing. They've got a lot. I mean, yeah, they've got a bit of an over gaping wage. They've got a lot of players on 100k a week, Arsenal. But listen, this is a good move for them. I just need to see how it's going to work with how Arteta's going to fit him into the squad. But yeah, as players go, bro, he's better than Martinelli. You can play him on the left. I think Trossard's a good player. I think you probably say Eze's better than him. That's fine. I actually like Trossard as a player. I think he's a good technical player and a good finisher. You could put Eze in the 10 to rival Odegaard. You could bring him off the bench. I mean, look at Arsenal's bench. They're bringing off Havertz and stuff like that, bro. You bring off Eze. Imagine now you can bring off Eze off the bench. Eze and Trossard. Havertz, obviously, now he's injured. I don't know how long Havertz is actually out for. Havertz is now injured. So you're bringing off, as I say, Trossard or Eze or Wari, for even example. And then they got the defence as well. They brought off Miles Lewis-Skelly and Timber. They've got a decent bench. I think they still need one more player after this. I feel like you do need a 6 just for backup. But then again, you've got Miles Lewis-Skelly. So if Lewis-Skelly plays in the midfield, I think you're calm. I genuinely think Arsenal are calm, and I think Arteta's got no more excuses, especially if you get another £60 million player. You have no more excuses, mate. He has to go out there and win a fucking Prem or a Champions League this season. He shouldn't have any more excuses anyways, but he definitely has no more excuses, yeah. So I feel like if you put Miles Lewis-Skelly in midfield, you pretty much have a complete squad. Like, you have the best defence in the league. Midfield, as I say, I've got question marks on how he's going to use it, and I've got question marks on the personnel, but I think if he uses it right, I think you've got a decent midfield, and your attack has enough goals in it. Odegaard and Gyökeres, Saka, Eze, Trossard, Martinelli, stinky, but you know what I'm saying? There's enough goals there. I don't think you're going to struggle with goals. Maybe you won't score the most goals in the league, but I feel like you'll balance it out kind of with the defence as well, because you're going to see probably the least amount of goals by about 5. I mean, you already got a clean sheet at Old Trafford, which Liverpool and Man City probably won't do. Sorry if you can, that's a fucking jet going over my house. But anyways, yeah, hit the like button, hit the subscribe button. Let me know what you think about Eze rejecting Spurs and joins Arsenal. Arsenal, fair play.